Hey, Plant Pals, Mike here, the gardener, and today is a look at my outside garden. It's been 5 days since I last showed you. My watermelon are starting to perk up and look good. Marigolds are growing great. And I wanted to show you because as you can see, I'm starting to get flower heads on the flowers, and I'm starting to get lots of peppers and fruiting and stuff going on, so that's pretty cool. This is the snack and bell pepper. I was gifted to by a friend, and there's lipstick pepper growing in there, and the basil, the opal basil, which is looking great. This is onion, and there's a ton of jalapenos. I planted like 10 jalapeno seeds in that one grow bag because I was going to move them around to different spots and never did. Chaotic, of course. This is the giant Marconi sweet pepper, and it's starting to produce. Because before there's just the one pepper, now you can see there's multiple peppers on there, and the Greek oregano's taken over, which I'm fine with. The middle circle here has various flowers and basils, and the grow bag here is Fresno peppers. I'm trying to start from seeds. My wife was the camera person for the day, so she's showing the tags. So I'm kind of watching this as you are. So as I'm commenting, I'm watching it to see what she shot. There's a she's showing that the zinnias are starting to appear, which is really cool because I never planted zinnias last year. One just appeared in my front circle, and I saved the seeds. So all the zinnias you see are from what I saved. Let's see here. That is the uh, yeah, that's the fish pepper that she showed the tag for. So here we have there's a this is the lunchbox pepper, and there is, let's see if she shows the tag for it. But that one's starting to produce a bunch of peppers, which is really exciting. And behind it is sage. And then next to that, this was my mystery plant, and I made a tag for it because we figured it out. It was a Scotch bonnet. So now I'll know. I did not see any flowers on it yet. Last summer, the Scotch bonnet was kind of the last thing to start producing for me. So I guess it's a longer growing season. This is the peppermint and a marigold, of course. It's a companion plant. People ask me about what this bed was. This is a Keter raised bed. I got it on sale for about half price. I really love this bed because it's a self-watering bed. Growing strawberries in it. And what it has is a tank in the bottom of it that you fill with water, and the water will wick up into the soil as needed. So you don't have to water as often. And it looks like I'm getting some strawberries. Right here is a zucchini. That we have a zucchini. So from the last time I showed 5 days ago, there was no zucchini to having a zucchini. I grew zucchinis last year, and I'm excited to grow zucchinis this year because I didn't get very many last year. I got four, so hopefully I'll do better this year. It's my lettuce, buttercup lettuce, which I'm surprised is doing so well in the heat. There is turnips. I'm growing that. This is a 7-top turnip, so you're supposed to grow it mostly for the tops. I believe it should have some bulbs down there, which I'll eat both. There is my onions, but also there is a zinnia in the middle. We were trying to figure out what that plant was, and it was a zinnia. These are some more cinnamon basil, and here's my rosemary. And then in front of the rosemary is a garlic bulb, I believe, that's starting to produce. So here is the jalapeno. It's a jalapeno without heat. My wife got it on really deep sale from the big box store, so I figured why not. Uh, right here is the, let's see, my brain does not want to work. It's the gypsy pepper. That's right. And it's really showing off. So it's really starting to produce the peppers. And then I put another garlic bulb next to it just to see. This is the pimento pepper that just not, it's not really doing much. The sweet Povron pimento pepper. And then of course we've got more of my basil and fish pepper are really taking off. So there's a couple different types of varieties of basil. There's cinnamon basil and Thai basil, and they're all just flowering, and the pollinators are going crazy for it. I've done some shorts on that. Here is another cutting, and these were cuttings. The fish pepper were taken from cuttings from inside, and I moved them outside, and you can see there is a fish pepper. So that's really cool to propagate a plant like that because it's the same age as the one inside, and so it'll produce faster. Over here, so we're going in a different direction than we did last tour. This is my buttercup squash that was taken from a cutting. So again, I took a cutting from inside, put it outside, and we're starting to get squash. There's actually a baby squash over there. And this is zucchini. So I've got two 30-gallon grow bags with zucchinis in them. One is down there. You don't get to really see it, but I don't think it got pollinated. So it's just kind of a bummer. But the bees have kind of just started arriving and doing their thing. So hopefully all the new ones will, and I'll deadhead all the spent boys there, and hopefully we'll produce some more. It's still early in the season. My wife is showing off the kale. It's getting to the stage where I can start harvesting kale, and it'll just produce more and more. As you see, those yellow flowers there are all cucumber. I've never grown cucumber before, and I'm excited to hopefully make some pickles and have some for salads and stuff. So we'll see. It's really starting to really tender out. It's starting to flower heavily. I didn't see any yet, but hopefully by the next outdoor garden update, we'll have something. And above here is just all of my microdwarf plants hanging in baskets just for fun. There's peppers and microdwarf tomatoes. Yeah, and then there's a hummingbird feeder. I have not seen any hummingbirds yet, but I'm still hopeful. I have seen dragonflies and other cool pollinating things, so yeah. This is my tomato bed, and we're starting. I showed you last time there was like little baby tomatoes just emerging. They're getting to be pretty decent size right now already, so I'm really excited for that. This is we got, I believe this is the big beef. We've got big beef and red beefsteaks are the two big plants, and then we've got a bunch of micro dwarf tomatoes underneath. Which the reason why I did that is because last summer they did the micro dwarfs did really well in the shade of the big ones. They really produced heavily for me, and the ones that I had that were out in the sun didn't do as good. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see if that works again this year. And there's parsley's going crazy over here, and other herbs, and there's Egyptian walking onion, and Paul Robinson tomatoes, which are just started because I started them from seed, so they're just coming up. They're about a foot tall now, so hopefully I'll get some before the end of the season. I would have started them earlier, but you know, life life happens, especially when I'm dealing with the inside garden. And this is the carrot bed. My wife is looking down to see if there's any carrots, and there are none. Not yet. We're still growing the luscious green tops. We're waiting for the actual carrots to form. So We've got chocolate sprinkles. We've got sugar rush. So the first one was sugar rush peach that are still just coming up, emerging from seed. This is the chocolate sprinkle tomatoes that I was gifted from Psalms 146. See, there's the walking onion, Egyptian walking onion. The cool thing about that is what happens is if the top will get heavy, it'll fall over and touch the ground and it'll start a whole new plant. That's why they call it walking onion. And there's also strawberries and some microdorf tomatoes. And of course you can see the marigolds, which are the monster marigolds. So I might have to do something with those, cut those back, because they really like to do their thing. There's turnips. They're globe turnips in the keter bed. If you see the copper tape that's around everything, that's to keep slugs away. We'll see if that works. And there was a pepper that I kind of glanced over. I haven't made a tag for that yet because it's a pepper I got from just a seed I got from a pepper I got from the store. That there is this is my what I call the Thunderdome bed, and it's got corn and it's got okra and squash and peas and all kinds of things in there, and onions. So yeah, we'll see. So there's my 2 okra plants that I planted separate. They're starting to do pretty good. Hopefully I'll get plenty of okra. And here are my Roma cherry tomatoes. I really love Romas. It's my favorite variety. Over here, I've got the multiple of types of squash. This is the sweet Georgia honey roaster squash. I still have no flowers yet, but I'm hopeful because it looked like a really cool variety to grow. This is a orange hat cherry tomato. And I also stuck another cutting that I took from inside outside that's not too happy, but the plant one I planted from seed there in the background, that one is doing great. Back here is Tigger melon. Oh, right now, I guess she's growing. Like I said, I'm watching this as in real time as she recorded it, as I'm doing the voiceover. So there's a strawberry, and now I think she's going to show the Tigger melon. Hopefully, it's starting to really tendril out and grab on. I thought I saw flowers in there the other day, but I can't remember. There's the sad thing down there is a patty pan, and it just is not doing anything. So it probably just doesn't like where it's at. And next time I try to grow patty pan, I'll put it in a different spot. It's kind of a lesson learned type thing, because the other squashes were all happily, they all get about the same amount of sun. These she's showing the tag, but this is not what the tag is. These were supposed to be fire and ice jalapenos, but they weren't, so I just stuck regular jalapenos in there. They never showed up. This is just an overview of the garden. So she's gonna do kind of a panny look. It's a small yard, but I'm very happy with how everything's going. All right. Any comments, questions in the comment section? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have an awesome day.